And of course, that's impossible. Good night. Thank you both.
Please see Mr. Tesla to the door.
He must be very poor. Yet he bought me these flowers.
He's working in that ditch, over there.
Well, let's go see him.
There, that's Tesla.
My name's Hiram Brown, president of Western Union Telegraph Company.
Nice to meet you, Mr. Brown.
I'm prepared to finance the development of your motor, Mr. Tesla.
Are you prepared to finance all further work on alternating current as well?
I hadn't really thought about that. Let's see what happens with the motor first.
I will construct it only in my own workshop.
Which you'd expect me to build for you?
I'll build it, Mr. Brown. You just pay for it.
You're pretty cocky, aren't you, Tesla? They told me you would be. Exactly how much would you be needing?
You guys, all right, you're talking too much, not working.
$30,000 and my own workshop.
Well, then quit playing ditch digger and get up here. I'll make out a check.
Here, Renato.
Va bene, Nicola.
Maschine verliert sehr viel Energie. Ich bin sicher, dass es in der Natur einfachere Prinzipien der Energiegewinnung geben muss als dieses hier.
Bitte, Herr Tesla, worauf warten Sie? Die ganze Natur liegt vor Ihnen. Niemand verbietet Ihnen etwas. Entdecken Sie das. Wir werden alle glücklich darüber sein.
Anto, ako se ovo nastavi, poludjet ću. Noćas nisam spavao. Minden hangot egyszerűen hallok.
Nyugodj meg, Nikola, ez a te túlérzékenységed, ez el fog múlni.
Moja čula su bolesna. Sve čujem jače nego drugi ljudi. Betrachte wie in Abendsonne Glut, die gerinnumgebenen Hütten Schimmer. Sie rückt und weicht. Der Tag ist überlebt. Dort eilt sich hin und fördert neues Leben.
Ha a Faustot szavarod, akkor már nincs semmi bajod.
Vratiti ga treba. Mora teći natrag da bi bilo svjetlo. Magneti se moraju okretati kao zemlja oko sunca. Ovo su navojnice. Ako se obrnuto magnetno polje kreće u ovom pravcu, struja će teći u ovom. Tu ne treba komutator. To je izmjenična struja. Antal. To je neslučajna energija. Ja sam pronašao. Vidim sve detalje. Taj motor je u harmoniji prirode. Vidim to. Estlatum.
Ladies and gentlemen, to convince you that this theory will work, I'll turn off the direct current for a moment and we'll light up this hall with my system.
Turn out the lights.
This, ladies and gentlemen, is alternating current. You see how much power was produced with this small generator. And now imagine what it would be like if we had an enormous generator that could fill up this hall. Why, we'd be able to light the entire state of New York, more even than that. We could have power for the factories, all of public transportation, all of industry. Once we'd accomplished that, greater discoveries lie ahead, just as long as we keep in step with nature. Each new discovery will lead to another, and we will revolutionize life on our planet.
Look, Mr. Tesla, can you back up your theories with a few guarantees? You don't really believe that we put up our money without knowing the results.
Can you show us evidence that this thing will work?
Gentlemen, I can make no guarantees other than my discoveries. I am not an insurance company. You must take my word. You will have to rely on instinct, intuition, and imagination. And now, I shall switch back to direct current.
Mr. Edison, what is your opinion of Mr. Tesla?
Oh, very best. Extremely capable engineer.
What could be the practical application of his generator?
Well, I'm sorry to say it has no practical application at all. Now, I've said before, gentlemen, that I do not consider fantasy to be any kind of conception, least of all a scientific one. That'll be all.
Thanks, Mr. Edison. Oh, Mr. Edison.
Mr. Edison, one last question, please.
Enough for today, gentlemen. Another time.
If the thing had any value, you can bet Edison would have grabbed it.
I bet on the wrong horse.
Mr. Tesla, Thomas Edison claims your electrical system has no practical application. Do you have any comment?
Mr. Edison is a very practical man. I'm sorry he feels that way.
It was a real pleasure to meet you, Mr. Tesla. Let me congratulate you once again. I wish you good luck.
Yes, so do I. Thanks for your demonstration. It was most impressive, even if it isn't practical.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Mr. Tesla, could you explain a little more clearly what...
I don't think I have anything more to say.
That's all for today. Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you. Goodbye, gentlemen.
Mr. Tesla, allow me to introduce myself. I'm George Westinghouse, president of Pittsburgh Electric.
How do you do?
I'd be happy if you'd have dinner with me at the Waldorf.
That would be a pleasure, Mr. Westinghouse.
Call me George.
Call me Nikola.
Nikola. All right. Nikola. Delicious. So, to put it in a nutshell, Mr. Tesla, I am prepared to buy all your patents for alternating current for $1 million. The important thing is that you'll be able to decide for yourself how your invention is to be used.